You guessed it. You was right.
You was right. You was right. You smart. So as this gentleman or lady correctly guessed, this is another pair of Yeezys. And again, it's from hotkicks.cn. This, as you can tell from the video title, is the Beluga 2.0. Matter of fact, here's the box right here. Size 11.5. I don't care how perfect the box label is. What matters is the shoes. But hey, for you box label freaks out there, there you go. All right, box. That's the side. That's the top. That's the other side, and absolutely nothing on this and that. So, all right, for you box fetishists out there, I hope you're satisfied. Let's just cut right to the chase. No fancy intros today. These shoes came individually wrapped this time. Nice. I've already unboxed these before and kind of did a little bit of an overview. For myself, I didn't really make a video on it. But we're going to unwrap this one right here. This is the right shoe. Oh my goodness. Guys, take a look at this. It's basically a gray zebra. Take a look at this pretty thing right here. Oh my gosh, man. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. It was love at first sight. So there's your SPLY 350 text on the side. There's the pull tab. There's the toe. This is the inner side of the shoe, and if you want to pause this video to look at the details, then go right ahead. The tag is right there. Take a look at this tag. Some color migration can occur due to the nature of the material. Alright, fine by me. I don't really wear any sort of bright colored jeans or anything like that for that to really happen. I wear black and or white joggers, and if they're not black or white, they are gray. So does it really matter? For me, it doesn't. Maybe one day I'll bust any of my Yeezys out with the denim joggers that I have, and honestly, those denim joggers look really good. I've worn them a couple times. They're really comfortable, and if I haven't mentioned it before, those are the ones that you buy from Champs. Really nice. They're not cheap, but they're really nice. I think they're worth every penny. Again, let's take a look at the side of the shoe. Let's take a look at the insole. Can you guys see that? On the camera, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can. If you can't, I apologize. But I am going to try to... I think you can see it. Alright, I probably won't need to make a separate camera angle for it then. The Beluga 2.0 released a couple of months ago now, about a month and a half prior to this video. And they put out a crap ton of pairs, and I mean like a crap ton of pairs. I don't know the exact number, but I know that there was enough for everybody that really wanted one. Or just about everybody, because you know there's always going to be bots. There are always going to be those people that have a proxy, so on and so forth, A, B, C, and D, and everything in between. But most of you who wanted to get one, there you go. You have your Yeezys now. I'm pretty sure we're all happy now. But those who didn't use a bot or anything like that, any sort of proxies, you should have gotten your pair, to be honest. If you didn't, you didn't try hard enough, to be honest. It's just one of those things. I mean, me personally, I didn't care at all. I just slept through the main release and then the restock, I think the following Monday. Because honestly, I'm not going to self-induce a headache. I'm just not doing it. Because these things exist, and I have no reason to have a headache over anything at all. Let's get a closer look on the finer details. That is the toe box. You see the stripe right there going up. The pull tab. The stitching on said pull tab. You can see it there. The stitching on the sock liner. Now, when I did that little personal overview that I didn't record, one thing that I noticed was there's only 7 boot stamps on the bottom, and upon further inspection and education, actually, I looked at Fake Education's Instagram page the other day and found out that some of the semi-frozen yellows at least have 7 boot stamps and some of them have 11. He showed the bottoms and was talking about the boost, and he never said anything about the amount of boot stamps that there were. Never said that that was a telltale sign. He said nothing of the matter at all. All he talked about was the texture and how the boost setup looked. Now, there's really not much to talk about for this shoe because it's really just a gray zebra. I mean, we've overviewed zebras before, and the only thing that's different on this than a zebra is just the darker color. That's it. And of course the infrared color on the text and on the stitching there on the pull tab. Now, when I first saw photos of the Beluga 2.0, I fell in love immediately because gray is actually one of my favorite colors, and I think they work really well on any shoe. Any shoe that has the color gray for a main color instantly looks better than it would in any other color. Because black and white is an obvious standard and it's somewhat plain to me. I kind of want to have a little bit more flair. As you guys know, I'm a very big fan of the Zebra. I think the Zebra is still the best Yeezy Boost 350 V2 to come out, and this and the Beluga 2.0 might just be a very, very close second. I tried them on, they fit very, very well. I ordered them in size 11.5, as you saw on the tag, and as other YouTubers talked about, this is a more wearable version of the Zebra. Because it is darker, it's not as easy to stain and get dirty as the Zebra. The Zebra is obviously black and white. Literally anything can stain white. This, not so much. I bought a pair of gray joggers the other day, and I think that it's going to fall very, very nicely on this shoe. When it comes to Yeezys, you don't want to wear jeans with them because of how tapered these shoes are in nature. It's a very, very thin, very slim shoe that's not really going to look that great with jeans unless your jeans are not too baggy. You could probably rock these with jeans, but they just can't be baggy. They can't be boot cut. They can't be anything of the sort. They don't have to be nut hugger skin tight, but just make sure they don't look like you're wearing overalls when you're wearing them, because then it just won't look good. Your pants just have to be on the slimmer end of the spectrum for this to really, really work. Boot cut jeans and a baggier set of jeans will work really, really well with like a pair of Jordans or a pair of foam posits. You know, those are a lot larger shoes. They're a lot bulkier. Judging from this clip right here, you could really see what I mean. The thinner pants just work really, really well with the Yeezys. Thinner pants are just what this shoe is meant to be rocked with. And as you can see, these are still very, very much dead stock. I've only tried them on indoors, so there's not much dirt underneath it, so you can really get into the details of the outsole here. And you guys know the plug already, hotkicks.cn. You could get a pair for yourself. They're really, really comfortable shoes, as I've stated before. These were the ones that I told you that ended up being $130. Very, very affordable shoe. I highly recommend it. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to go outside and enjoy the sun because the temperature has gone up a little bit. It's still pretty cold, but it's not freezing like it has been lately. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do that, and I'm going to bring the camera outside too so you guys can see. Now, I had actually bought a pair of Air Jordans, right? A pair of retros that... Actually, I shouldn't say. I should keep this 100% as a surprise for you guys. This one's actually a bit odd. And it's not because of a certain situation that happened in getting these. It's just, you guys will find out. There's snow out on the ground. It is chilly out. I'll tell you what, it's still a lot better than it has been lately. Cold temperatures and snow on the ground and all. If you've lived in the Northeast United States, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even need to elaborate. I will say this, though, about those pairs of sneakers. The Jordans that I just talked about. Those are retail. Those aren't UA. I didn't get those off of a Chinese website or anything like that. Those are 100% retail, authentic, real, whatever you guys want to call it. And me personally, this is how I work. I don't want to pay resale for anything. If I could get something for retail, I'll get it for retail, and maybe resell if it's not too much over retail. However, there are some exceptions that I would make, but for the most part, I'd stick to retail or UA. I don't want to pay stupid amounts of money for resale. I'm just not doing that. I'm perfectly fine with paying retail. I have no problems paying even just a little bit over resale, but I'm not paying so much over resale to where it just looks kind of snobby or as if I just want to spend money for the sake of spending money. You know what I'm saying? Basically, every single pair of sneakers that I have so far, aside from those Yeezys, are 100% retail, authentic, real, all that sort of stuff. However, I'm doing this because I just don't feel like paying resale for Yeezys. I'm just not doing it. Plus, I've always been the kind of retail guy too. I mean, I'm not all 100% for UA. I'm not exclusively UA. It's just certain sneakers that I'll buy UA. But if I could get something for retail, I'll definitely get it for retail. And of course, I just said that they put out a bunch of colorways for the Beluga 2.0. But again, it's just one of those situations where even though they put out a lot of colorways, there's still a lot of hype behind it, and there's a lot of bots out there trying to grab these shoes, as many as they can. And I was just not, again, I wasn't going to self-induce a headache over that. Just wasn't going to do it. If I could wake up at 1 p.m. and go out and get a pair of sneakers, I will. But I'm not going to wake up early in the morning just, you know, to cop some Yeezys. I'm not doing it.